What's up, guys? More Medic One here, and have you ever checked the oil on your piece of equipment and the engine is just full of gas? Check this out. Today's specimen is a Kohler single cylinder overhead valve engine. It's a CH270, and I've seen this issue happen numerous times on other manufacturers of these Honda clone engines. This one just happens to be a steel RB600. The issue we're having is the gas tank just empties while it sits. The carburetor, the needle in the seat in the carburetor is not sealing, and so it just flows the gas right down into the cylinder, and once that gets filled up, it fills the air filter up, or the air filter, your air horn, and then the gas rises and it flows right down the PCV tube or the vent tube right into the engine, so it fills the crankcase up with fuel. Alrighty guys, I'm going to try to get a close-up of this needle, and I'll show you the carburetor here in just a minute. This thing is just absolutely crusty. The rest of the carburetor don't look too bad, but the tip of that needle is just absolutely encrusted and calcified due to a little bit of water that was left in the carburetor. Check that out. Now I'm gonna wipe this needle off, and then let's look at it again. Alright, I wiped it off, and as you can tell, look at the ridge around where that needle actually seats. Alright, here is the new needle compared to the old one. Let's get the new one installed and see if we have any leak down. Let's take a look down into the carburetor though. I don't see the seat being worn out. I am going to blow this out because it does have some corrosion built up, some scale build up right there on the snout of the emulsion tube housing. But I think that this is going to work good. Just a new needle is going to fix this carburetor. That main jet needs to be blown out. Look at that trash down in there. Test these carburetors before you ever put them back on the engine with just a simple vacuum pump. What I'm going to do is I'm going to invert the carburetor upside down to where it's putting just atmospheric pressure down, 14.5 psi on the float, and it should hold. I'm going to pump it up to about 10 psi. I feel confident that that is holding. Now, if your needle just starts dropping gradually, then you still have an issue with the carburetor. Either the seat is going to be messed up, or it's just worn out. A lot of times a new needle won't fix it. However, this one is going to be good to go. This fuel line is very spongy and it's just rotten. It just pulls apart. So I'm going to replace it, but I want to show you a hidden fuel filter that a lot of you may not know about. You really can't see it up in here until you take the tank off. So let's get the tank off and I'll show you that fuel filter. Let's take a look down in the tank. Yeah, it's clean. I don't see any water or trash in there. But if you flip the tank over, you can see that they have a filter that you can unscrew from the tank right here. This filter is good. I'm not going to replace it, but I just want to show you guys, if you have no flow sometimes, you may have a stopped up fuel filter. Uh-oh, I went to take my fuel hose clamp off, and that plastic is so brittle, it just snapped off. So we're gonna have to replace this fuel filter anyway. It's just a 12 millimeter. Holy crap, I'm glad I took that off. The whole filter's gone and corroded. Look at that. See if there's anything in there. It may have fell out. Let's see. Oh yeah. There's the other pieces of that fuel filter. What a mess. I wonder if a Honda fuel filter will fit this. I've never tried this, but I've always wanted to. I've always wanted to see if I could drill this out and just put a regular bushing in there for a fuel fitting with the straight fuel fitting with a filter on the end, a little filter sock. I think that would work. But this unit being so new, nah, we're not gonna try to fool with this. I'm just gonna have to order. I don't have that fuel filter in stock.